Hi, my name is Debbie Sui, and this is my FBA video for the Brandman University EDUU675 course for the Autism Spectrum Disorders program. For my functional behavioral assessment, the original student from for week 3 has moved to independent home study, so I needed to change to a different student. This student is on the spectrum. They have tantrums when asked to do work. The student has a history of eloping the classroom or the area that they are in. The student will throw papers on the ground. They state that they are out of here when they are getting ready to elope or try to elope. The student will hit adults who are trying to help de-escalate the situation as they are blocking the exit so the student does not leave. The student will become remorseful after her avoidance escape behavior and they want a hug. We will not offer a hug to the student until they have completed the task that they were asked to do. A replacement behavior could be that using an appropriate voice that they do the task in smaller chunks or with a partner or even with the aide that is assigned to that student. And instead of voicing that they are out of here when they are getting ready to try to elope the room, they can ask for a break in an appropriate voice. Sometimes this student will cry. They will become where you cannot understand what they're saying. So they need to take a breath. Sometimes that's even hard getting the student to do that. And what happens is the aide assigned to this student will just automatically start breathing on her own in a pattern that the student will adopt. And so the student will wanting to resist, but ends up breathing in the same manner as the aide or the other adult that is with them. The person that was interviewed was the District Board Certified Behavioral Analysts, the BCBA. We have 2 currently at our district, and a 3rd one is starting after our winter break is over, and the new BCBA will be at my school. So how am I defining the problem behavior? The behavior shown by the student is avoidance escape. They don't want to complete the task, and they will have a tantrum and verbalize that they are out of here, then attempt to elope. What I've learned initially about the behavior from the interview with the BCBA is that this particular BCA, who is currently at our school, they were the BCA from last year, so they know this student when the student was in 2nd grade. And this is a typical behavior for the student. This year, she has not had as many instances that she had in previous years. The last year, the student had several instances per day of this behavior, and this year it's down to 1 or 2 times a week, because we've gotten into looking at the patterns that this student has. Last year, the one-on-one aide that she has this year was not with her. It was a different person. However, this aide was with her, I believe, in kindergarten or first grade. The student is now in third grade. And so she knew what to expect. And so there are little, little quirks, little things that she has recognized that have still been with her from the time that she knew her from a couple of years ago, that work on getting her to get out of the behavior, or make it easier to get her back to doing the work. Also, we've noticed that this student enjoys organizing things, and we've had where there's a calendar that's an apple shape in the classroom, and it was accidentally, kind of on purpose, knocked over by an adult in order to get the student back on track, because she had to fix the calendar, with the correct, days and the month and the year, or the day of the week, that kind of a thing, because it just triggered her that she had to fix it. So we were able to get her out of her behavior that way. Also, we have the little Target dollar spot erasers, and they became a big mess, and the student ended up needing to fix them. So it's just little things that we can come up with, because we know that her organizational skills are something that is a really it's a plus for us, because we know that she needs to do that. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It depends upon the situation that we're in. But we try, to at least get her to verbalize, that she wants to do the task in a different manner, and that, she doesn't really want to elope the classroom. But we just try to talk her down, or get her down from the unrational kind of thoughts that she's got in her head, to get it more where she understands, that she needs to ask for help. So just little silly little trip ups like that on getting her to fix the calendar, or fix the erasers, organize them, or sort them. It's just a little thing that brings her back if she gets too far. We also have weighted blankets in the classroom. They're like 5-pound blankets, so they're it's way less than the 10% of their body weight, but it works for her. Thank you for listening.